let's clear something up. And my bishop touched on this as well. When it comes down to Christians and real Christians and fake Christians, first of all, if you are a Christian, that doesn't mean you're perfect, nor does it mean you have an authority, right? Now, you have something you're representing, especially if you're a leader within the church, and that's a worldly thing. But honestly, at the end of the day, if your relationship with God is a personal relationship, what somebody else does will not affect your relationship with God. So you can't look at the church and say, oh, see, that person in the church is doing this and doing that. See, it's not true. It's not real. Who said we're perfect? Who said if you're a Christian, you all of a sudden are a perfect human being? There was only one perfect human being that actually walked this earth. So what are we talking about here? I just don't understand it. And it lets me know that most of y'all are ill-informed about what it means to be a Christian. You are trying your best to follow the teachings of Jesus. You're trying your best. You get to see the Bible and New Testament and see the way that he lived his life. And you want to try your best to mimic the way he lived his life. But at the end of the day, you still can't be perfect. And he understood that, which is the reason why he died and rose, right? But this you gotta be perfect, and this pastor this, and this pastor did that, and this pastor did this. At the end of the day, if you're in a leadership position in any company, in any situation, in any position, you're supposed to conduct yourself a certain way, and what you do can affect the way people feel about that establishment. That's wrong. And I also have a feeling that I feel like a lot of people are speaking and talking in a church who shouldn't be doing that. That's another conversation. But however, if your relationship is personal with God, what somebody else does should not be able to affect it. Because God, nor anything in the Bible ever said, follow them. He said, follow me. Follow me. So when you try to have these conversations with me, or you try to present yourself in a sense of, oh, see, you're supposed to be this, you're supposed to be that, you obviously weren't reading nothing. You're just going off of the internet and what people say online all the time, off of movies and the way it's all portrayed.